21 October 2017. Got the question a little while ago from a bunch of college chicks when I was just talking about what it was like back in the day. And I spent a lot of time talking to college age people about just philosophy and life. But it came out that I didn't get along with frat guys so much back in the day. And I was a Marine. And let's face it, the Marines don't get along with most other fraternal organizations, to include the Air Force, Army, and Navy. It's our thing. We're highly competitive and kind of aggressive, and that's not always what everybody else likes to be around. But at the end of the day, we've got the highest body count, and we keep coming back to that. Anyway, I got asked if I'd ever been in a fight at a frat party, because I did mention I'd been to a few of them, but not a lot, and I really didn't get along there. And it was, yeah, yes and no. Not really was the question I had to come out with. And of course, that leads to more questions. They're like, what do you mean by not really? I'm like, well, yeah, I had somebody get in my face at a frat party. Actually, try and throw me out once. I don't know. I don't even know the frat. I don't know where I was. I think we were in LA, not San Diego. But I couldn't be sure. It was a long time ago, and I'm not remembering all the details. Guy got in my face. It really wasn't a big deal. And I wouldn't call it a fight. I did grab him by the throat and sweep his legs out from underneath him. But that's not really a fight. That's me slamming this guy to the ground. And I may have sat there with my hand around his neck initially right after this happened. But that's what happens. I had to lock my stares with his friends because, they always step up like they want to help. At least they'll make a step towards you. But as long as you lock gazes with them and keep locking gazes with everybody in the room, they don't say anything. They don't do anything. They just look at you, wondering what you're going to do. It's kind of eerie, though, because with everybody silent, the music's playing, there's conversations happening in the background of people who don't know what's going on. And this idiot on the ground is so predictable. Everybody goes in the same order. This idiot does what everybody does and threatens to kill me. Well, what do you think I'm going to do? The guy's got you by the throat and you threaten to kill him. Of course, he's just going to start strangling you. So that's what I did. Of course, home dude starts struggling and is not very good at it. He let me pin his elbow to the ground with my knee. I've got one hand around his neck and the other is trying to push my face. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But I just, quick little hook of the arm, quick little hook of my arm, popped his hand in my armpit, and I was able to lock that down and get that under control. This guy's still threatening me as I'm starting to strangle him. His buddies look at each other, but nobody wants to step forward. And again, I'm not looking at this guy on the ground. I just keep staring at everybody around me, because at this point, I've got to control the crowd. Otherwise, they're going to rip me apart. So a little time passes. Seconds tick by. And it goes to the second step that people always seem to go to. No, please don't. Please, God, help me. Well, God's not here right now. I am. And I'm slowly, via the Python principle of just slowly contracting around his neck. Every time he breathes, I squeeze a little bit more, using almost no energy to do it. And this keeps going. Maybe 9-10 seconds. He's starting to choke a little bit. And then I can just hear the words that I've been looking for the whole time. I'm sorry. Well, at that point, you immediately stop. Pull my hand off his neck, grab him by the hand, bring him up to his feet, clasp him on the shoulder, and say, hey, no problem, anytime. I'm sure it was a total accident. You didn't mean to disrespect me. Grab a drink and move on. And the funny part is, after that, never had any trouble getting to any party anywhere it was down here in San Diego. Yeah, because we always walk right in. Nobody wanted to stop us. I did occasionally have to talk to somebody else that was causing problems, but, what the hell? Saying, hey, you got to go. It's not like people argue with that. That's what I don't get about this guy. He decided to get in my face and threaten me rather than saying, hey, could you please leave? In which case I gladly would have. And I really know what's going on in all your heads right now, just like I told those girls. You're wondering if this really happened. And the answer to that is a definitive no, it did not. I just made this shit up. All right, man. TTFN.